Hey everybody, how are you today? Welcome to Daily Reflections with Chris. My name's Chris. And for those of you who are new to my channel or don't know who I am or what we're doing here, it's pretty much what I'm doing here is sharing my experience, strength, and hope with you as it pertains to my recovery from alcoholism, right? And to kind of keep me on topic or give me something to focus on, I read out of the Daily Reflections, and that's how I kind of name my YouTube channel, Daily Reflections with Chris. So let me see, for those of you who don't know me, my name's Chris and I'm recovering from, I don't know, I feel like I've never made a video before, even though I have many on my YouTube channel. So if you want to just look me up, you can. I have plenty of videos on there. They're all really on Daily Reflections. I think I have 2 random ones, maybe 3, but it's all about the Daily Reflections and how it pertains to my recovery from alcoholism. So hopefully something I say or do or share with you will help you and give you hope if you're struggling with alcoholism or drug addiction, just to let you know you're not alone, that there's many of us out here and that we're all in the same on the same road, just doing it. The only thing different is nothing really. All we have, and I learned this the hard way, all that I have is one day at a time. That's it. Sometimes one moment at a time, sometimes 1 minute at a time, sometimes 1 second at a time. Those really, really hard days when just staying sober is like enough, right? When all I gotta do is stay sober today, because today was hard. Yeah, I have those days too. I've had some these past couple of days. So hopefully maybe we'll find something to talk about it as it pertains to our topic. If not, well, let's get started, right? Okay. So today's February 21st, and it says, I'm part of the whole. At once, I became a part, if only a tiny part, of a cosmos. And that is from As Bill Sees It, page 225. When I first came to AA, I decided that they were very nice people, perhaps a little naive, a little too friendly, but basically decent, earnest people with whom I had nothing in common. I saw them at meetings. After all, that's where they existed. I shook hands with them, and then I went out the door. I forgot about them. Then one day my higher power, whom I did not believe in, arranged to create a community project outside of AA, but one which happened to involve many AA members. We worked together. I got to know them as people. I came to admire them, even to like them, and in spite of myself, to enjoy them. Their practice of the program in their daily lives, not just in talk at meetings, attracted me, and I wanted what they had. Suddenly, the they became we. I have not had a drink since. Wow. So it's the month of February, and a lot of the hot topic right now is the second step, which says that we came to believe, right, that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. So coming to believe, just like it was described in this reading, coming to believe for a lot of us, it's a process, right? It's a process of a lot of things happening, just kind of the progression or the process of recovery, right? And here it's talking about going from an isolated state of mind, isolated state of being, right? Like, I'm there because I have to be there, and they're there because they're there too. And then when I leave, I don't think about them anymore, right? And then he had an opportunity to work with these people, either on a project or some kind of community service or service work opportunity, right? And he got to know them. He got to know them. He got to hang out with them, and he even got to like them. So he went from a state of isolation to a state of companionship, of connection, of being friends, of having friends, of really liking people, right? And it says that at that point he became a part of the whole. And that's coming to believe. When he said, the practice of the program in their daily lives, not just in their talk at meetings, attracted me. That means he's coming, he's coming, he's coming, right? And I wanted what they had. He came to believe. Why? Because he wanted what they have. So he believed at that moment that something was working, that he wanted what they had. He started to believe in the program. Suddenly, that they became we, and then he embraced it. I have not had a drink since. That's how came to believe that whatever they were doing was gonna work, was working, because it was working in their lives, and it's gonna work in his life, and it did, because he hadn't had a drink since, right? So in my daily walk, in my daily life, coming to believe has taken taking its time to. It's not like I had my first spiritual experience and I never doubted again. That's not true for me. I still doubt. I doubt my dreams. I doubt my desires, which I believe are God given, but I doubt them because I don't always act the part, right? I've been going through some situations lately where I've been humbled. I've been right-sized, by my boss, by my coworkers, by my sponsor, by my friends, with love, of course. And it doesn't always feel like love, though. It feels like it stings sometimes when people tell me things that are unappealing, right, to them. That are not. I believe I'm a leader. I believe I always have been. But not everybody believes that about me. Why? Because my behavior, because of my actions, because of the way, my attitude sometimes. And that, my behavior, actions, attitude, all that, it stems from something that's going on deeper inside me. And I do have this one thing that I'm doing is I take testosterone, right? So I think that's playing a big part of it, and how some things don't roll off as easily like on a regular day. And it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing for me, but it's new. It's still new to my body, so it kind of caught me off guard this weekend, and I didn't act like a really good citizen. So I got in a lot of trouble at work, and it didn't feel good. It doesn't feel good to get put in the office, especially when you want to try to be a leader, and they take you in the office and they start telling you things that that I thought I had worked on them already. I thought I had changed. I thought I was different. I really felt like I was never gonna ever do those things again, and it turns out I still got it in me to cop an attitude, and I'm not proud of that. It's something I really, really dislike about myself, but it does crop up sometimes. It crops up when I least expect it, especially right now that I just got back on the testosterone. And I'm not trying to make excuses. That's my one. That's another thing about me. I don't like to play the cards, right? And I've talked a lot about playing the cards, and I don't like play the cards. Did it have a little something to do with it? Probably, but the main thing is still within. It's like being a part of. And I can say honestly is that in certain crowds I don't want to be a part of. And does it make it hard? Yeah, because at work I should be be a part or help out, and I do. It's not about my work. I'm a really good worker. I do my job well, but getting along with other people, that's the problem right there. I think it's been a problem for me for a while. I can get along with people for a while, for a long extension. I mean, there's some people I've never had a fight with, or or an impasse, or we've never brushed up on subjects that make us sore. Nothing like that. There's a lot of people in my life that I've never had that experience with, but there's these people that I'm like the closest to, that see the true me, that get to experience that, and they're like, man, who is that person? Like, what's going on here? What's happening? And sometimes I can't even explain it. I can't explain it. I can't. I'm in the program. It's an anonymous program. What am I gonna tell them? My emotions are all messed up because I'm in this program and I haven't worked my steps, and I didn't do a 4-step last night, or I didn't do my 10-step last night. They don't understand none of that. I'm so grateful for this program because I stuck around long enough that I know that I can go to my meeting, any meeting, and share that, and they Aaron, don't do that, please. Sorry about that. My dog, he's being naughty right now because I'm on the video, and I have to stop him because he didn't know any better. So anyway, so I haven't been my usual self, and it's really hard on me. It's really hard on me, and it's hard on the people around me. And man, I go to meetings all the time. I work the steps. I have sponsees, but just once in a while, I get knocked over. I get knocked down, and it's such a journey. It's an amazing journey, and maybe this is not the most inspiring video that you will watch on my channel. So if you're new, maybe you've never watched this before, just know that it's part of the journey. You know, some days we're gonna have good days, some days we're gonna have bad days. I have mostly good days when I'm on here, but this week it's been kind of off, and I haven't drank. I haven't thought about drinking. I've thought about change. I've thought about doing the right thing, cleaning my side of the street up. I've thought about how can I make it right. I've thought about what's happening to Chris. I've thought about a lot of things, but not drinking or drugging. So that's a step up. And honestly, folks, I stand by this program. This program really works. And you know, my daily reflections is just to be able to reflect on being part of the whole. What does that look like? And according to this, it's talking about making an effort. 1, 2, getting to know these people. Do I want to get to know everybody at my work? No, I don't. Honestly, I don't. But it might behoove me to do it. I don't know. It might be uncomfortable at first. I'm going to try it out. I'm not going to jump right into it. I'm still struggling with, you know, wanting to be a part of everybody's life. I don't know if I want that. But if it's going to make my life better, I guess I'll try it. I don't know. I have mixed emotions. This is probably not my best video. I'm probably leaving on topic. I just know that I feel like coming on here to just encourage you. If you're going through the same thing, just know you're not alone. Like, I am here with you. You don't have to drink or drug during this time. You could just wait it out. And if you don't know all the solutions, that's okay. If you don't know the answers, that's okay. If you don't know how to fix it, that's okay. If I don't drink tonight, I might have an answer in the morning. And I'm okay with that. Because I've been here before. I've been without answers before. I've been without direction before. I've been without knowing what's really even happening right now. And I know that if I just wait it out, that everything's going to be okay. My sponsor always reminds me, or one of my sponsors, he always says, it's amazing what 24 hours can do, right? And that is true. It is amazing what 24 hours can do. It's amazing. Everything everything is changing. I think a lot. I think about too that moment of impact, right? It's like you could be doing just minding your own business, doing whatever, and somebody could just come up around the corner and be like, you met the person of your dreams. Or somebody might call you on the phone and give you some news you weren't expecting 2 seconds ago, right? And that impact, that moment, what happens? How do you feel? Well, 24 hours is a lot like that. I know if I hang tight, if I don't, gossip, if I don't try to push my agenda, if I don't do nothing, just stop, that God will take care of it, because there's nothing I can do to change what has happened, and I don't know how to make it right. I don't know how to make it right. I know that I have to clean my side of the street. Usually that comes with an apology. But first I have to admit that I played a part in it and see my part. And when I see my part, then I ask, just like the steps. I see my part, 4 and 5. I'd be ready to change. I ask to be changed on 6 and 7. 8, I make a list of the people I harmed. 9, I make amends. 10, I just continue to take my personal inventory so it doesn't happen again, right? And I don't know where I am on the steps. This what happened was not me being upset, was not wrong, but my actions when I'm upset, that can be wrong. That is wrong. So that's where I hurt people, is to hurt people when I'm mad. And that's the stuff I need to work on. I don't know if that will go away. I don't even know if I'll ever have that under control. But something's got to give. I know something's got to give. So I'm going to sleep on it tonight, and tomorrow I hope to have more clarity, more answers, more a willingness to make amends, because I'm still struggling. I'm still struggling with that. So I hope that you got something out of this, but if you didn't, thank you for listening to me. And I'm gonna have a good. I'm so sleepy. I'm gonna have a good rest tonight. So thank y'all for listening, and we'll see y'all soon.